Hi Teachey families, this is Miss Evans. As you know, our district is going to soon be transitioning from Plan C, which is remote learning, to Plan B, which is a combination of both in-person and remote learning, starting October 5th. In this short video, we're going to be sharing some information about our safety procedures as we transition into Plan B. As you know, your family received notice back in August of what schedule your student would be returning on when we went into Plan B. Students on A Day will attend in person on Monday and Tuesday, while attending remotely Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Students on B Day will attend remotely on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, while attending in person on Thursday and Friday. Upon entering the building, all students and staff are required to wear a face covering that fits securely around the nose, mouth, and chin. In the event that a student does not bring a face covering from home, one will be provided by the school for use during the day. Throughout our building, we have several different safety signs posted, reminding students and staff about social distancing and how to keep appropriate distance. Students will be taught the procedures for moving through the hallways at a safe distance using the red dots on the floor. Car riders will follow our normal traffic pattern when moving through the parking lot. There will be 5 sections marked off by cones that we ask parents to pull into. We ask that students do not get out of the vehicle until they are approached by a staff member and their temperature and questions have been completed.
Morning. I'm going to take your temperature and ask you a couple questions, okay? Okay, first thing I'm going to do is take your temperature.
The 3 questions will address exposure, symptoms, and diagnosis of COVID-19. During our safety screening, if a student has a temperature of 100.4 degrees or higher, or a parent answers yes to one of the questions, the student will not be able to enter the building. Parents will be asked to park in order to discuss next steps with a designated staff member.
Alrighty, I have a couple things to address with you, so if you could just pull around to one of our first spots so I can come over and have a talk with you, that would be great. Thank you.
For our bus riders, parents must be present with their student at the bus stop and must also complete a daily attestation form in order for their student to ride the bus. Students will be seated on the bus, adhering to social distance, and temperature scans will be completed as students exit the bus and enter school. The bus attestation forms can be found at the Asheboro City Schools website, or extra copies can be picked up at the school office. At dismissal, students will be escorted in an orderly manner to their designated locations. During this time, students will also adhere to social distance while waiting for their specific transportation. Car riders will be seated both inside and outside the building at specific locations that are close to their pickup area. The designated grade level pickup areas are the same that they have been in the past for car riders. Bus riders will also be monitored to ensure that they exit the building and board the buses in a socially distant manner. Daycare students will be seated at designated locations awaiting transportation. For student breakfast and lunch, all students will be provided free breakfast in the classroom upon arrival. Students will eat lunch in classrooms while adhering to social distance. Students will continue to have the option to purchase school lunch delivered from the cafeteria, and if students pack lunch, please include easy-to-open items. Students will also need to bring refillable water bottles, as water fountains are not in use. During this time, sanitation procedures are of the highest importance. Students will not share classroom items or manipulatives. Hand washing and sanitizing opportunities will be built into daily schedules. Surfaces will be cleaned regularly at designated times throughout the day, and sanitation sprayers will be used at the end of each instructional day in classrooms. For more information about reopening procedures and safety precautions being taken during this time, please revisit our Asheboro City Schools Reopening Guide for Families, which can be found on our Asheboro City Schools website. Thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing our Teachey Tigers.